What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are doing the Week 11 Premier League predictions and reacting to our Week 10.
What an
results.
exciting week.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Wasn't very exciting for me. My team got absolutely pummeled 5-1 by Newcastle. But they're on the telly in a minute. They're playing Brighton this evening. So we're going to watch that on the old Sky TV.
Yeah.
So we better crack on, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Last week's game. So let's get it up here now. Newcastle 5, Brentford 1.
I'm going to enjoy talking about this.
Robbed. For the first 5 minutes.
Shut up.
No.
So what happened, right, is that Ivan Toney, didn't he score?
Yes.
No.
Mbeumo scored.
Mbeumo scored, but Ivan Toney was offside and the ball went through his legs.
No, he wasn't.
It went through. He was offside and the ball went through his legs. If he wasn't there, it would have been a goal.
Can you tell me what this purpose of this VAR is? Because I thought the whole purpose of VAR was if somebody was brought down and it was a decision that they needed to look at, right?
Yeah, but that's offside.
They could call back.
That's offside.
But an offside decision should be made by the referee, and the referee gave the goal, and VAR flagged it up. Now, this is what annoys me about the whole offside scenario, because he was he interfering with play? The ball went straight through his legs.
Yes, he was.
It went through his legs. He was possibly not even a toenail offside. The ball went through to Mbeumo, who scored.
Yeah, but none of the defenders, if they tried, could have made a tackle in. If he wasn't there, they could have made an interception.
Once again, robbed again. Once again, robbed again. Brentford were doing well up until that, but they scored a goal. It was disallowed. And then after that, I mean, at the end of the day...
Newcastle, goal.
Mess, I mean, Raya, he done shocking. Pinnock scored an own goal. It was one of those games where from the kickoff, Brentford were not meant to win.
No.
You put that down as a 2-2 draw, so 0 point for you, and I put it down for a 3-0 lose. I thought from day one that we were going to struggle with that one, and we did.
No,
so I picked up a point there. So the next game, a crucial one for down the bottom of the Premier League, Bournemouth versus Leicester. The score was 2-1 to Bournemouth. You predicted 4-1 to Leicester. And I predicted 1-1. So
you know how everyone's saying how Bournemouth are playing rubbish and everything? They're 8th. They're above Liverpool. They are a better football club than Liverpool.
For some reason, you're struggling to focus here tonight. I think it's because the room's dark. So if Sack just looks like a ghost and disappears, it's not because he's dead.
No, I'm not dead.
He's just.
I don't think I'm dead.
No.
I might be.
No,
I'm not dead.
No, what was you saying, mate? Sorry.
So, Bournemouth are higher in the league than Liverpool.
Not saying much, is it really, to be honest with you?
Well, but Leicester are lower in the league than Liverpool.
Right.
So...
Anyway, whatever the scenario is, neither of us got any points for that. So 0 point.
That's because who's predicting that?
Well, there you are. Next game. Manchester City 4, Southampton 0. Now, you predicted 5-1 and I predicted 5-0. We were so close, but so far.
Yes.
1 point each.
Everyone's saying that Haaland fell off.
What, because he
scored only a goal? Foden, just because Haaland's at the show, even though he's playing amazing, he's not getting all the credit because he's got Erling Haaland up there doubling his goal tallies every game.
How many goals has Foden scored this year? Any idea?
Ooh,
must be quite a few, isn't it? 5, 6 goals?
Yeah. 10 goal contribution, something like that.
Yeah. So anyway, 4-0, easy result. I think we kind of both predicted there that it would be an easy result.
Yeah.
And we both get a point for that.
Woo!
Chelsea 3, Wolves 0. Now, you predicted 2-1 and I predicted 2-1.
I think Chelsea that game were on it. I think Graham Potter's going to be magical for the Chelsea FC club.
Not too sure. I get where you're coming from. Oh, Hagrid died as well. Talking of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What's he called? McShane. Is it McShane? I think he's called. Hagrid, the big fat man with a beard and long hair, died. Dead. No magic involved in, bringing him up from a dead there, was there?
Oh, that's not very nice.
Anyway, moving back to football. 3-0 to to Chelsea there against
I
Wolves.
watched a bit of this actually,
Mm.
and I think Wolves might be going down this year.
You reckon?
I think they might be.
You don't reckon they can claw themselves back?
You're worse than me now.
You don't reckon they've got the fight to stay up?
What has this come to?
Okay. Anyway, 3-0, there was a score there, and you predicted 2-1. I predicted 2-1. So no 2-pointers, but we both get a 1-pointer there.
Yeah.
So we picked a point each. Brighton versus Tottenham Hotspur. 0-1 was the score. You predicted 1-1, and I predicted 2-1 the Spurs. So I pick up another point, and you pick up 0 points.
This isn't going good, is it?
Who scored for Tottenham?
Probably Harry Kane.
Yeah?
I think it was Harry Kane.
I can't remember.
But it was a boring game. It was very boring.
Was it a real rubbish one, was it?
Yeah. There's one every week.
Let's just hope that it's the same score tonight. Brighton 0, Brentford 1. I'd settle for that.
No, Brentford again.
But we'll see. West Ham 3, Fulham 1. You predicted 2-1 to West Ham, and I predicted 2-1. I agreed with you. Again, oh so close, but oh so far. West Ham have started picking up some points. I know it was against Fulham, but what do you think of this game?
But Fulham have started dropping points.
Why is that?
I don't know. Mitrovic got injured, didn't he?
Mitrovic has got injured, isn't he? So there's nobody that can really score goals for Fulham.
You know, Chelsea's right back, Reece James.
No.
One of the best right backs in England.
Right.
That's supposed to be going to the World Cup.
Right.
He's been injured and his World Cup talks might be over.
Oh, crikey. Who does he play for?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, but what national team?
But England.
England. There you go. See, shows what I know. I don't watch England. It just bores me.
So yeah, that's good for me because I want Kyle Walker to play, or do I? Because I don't want him to get injured again. He's still injured. I don't know if he will play.
So did you watch any of this game?
No.
No.
I just didn't see anything of it. It wasn't one of those games I'm going to be like, oh, I really want to watch that.
But West Ham are clawing themselves up slowly, aren't they? Is that their second win in a row now?
Yeah, they hammered Fulham.
They did. So
they hammered them.
They hammered them. Okay. I get where you come. I see where you're coming from there on that one. Next game, Crystal Palace 2, Leeds United 1.
Well, this one wasn't boring, was it?
Well, I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I know Leeds United went 1-0 up.
I think.
And Crystal Palace come back 2-1.
Wilfried Zaha is very good. He's very good. But I don't say he goes to a big team because I'll say sit on the bench. Wilfried Zaha is a very good player. I think he might renew his contract at Palace. And if he does, Palace are in a good position. So
what you're saying then is he's the sort of player that Palace is probably as far up as he should go. There's nobody that he would, be better off in the Premier League going like Man United or anything like that.
No.
We both predicted 1-1 for this game. So again, 0 point for us there. But Leeds United lose the points.
Benefit of the doubt, haven't I?
Yes.
I never predict Leeds to lose.
We did on this one. Now, this next game was possibly, we predicted the game of the week, didn't we? I think possibly. Arsenal 3.
Oh, get in, I get some points.
Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. You predicted 2-1. I predicted 2-1 to Liverpool. So I lose a point. You gain a point. I personally think, looking at this, Liverpool were a little bit hard done by on this game. I think that they should have had a penalty at the end.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal's
penalty was very soft.
Yes.
It could have been, Liverpool could have won that.
So it's a kind of a game really that could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Liverpool could have won it. Arsenal did win it. Liverpool thumped Rangers 7-0 and 7-1 in the week. Are Liverpool on an upper?
Well, they beat Rangers. Would Rangers survive the Premier League? No, they'll get relegated. So that's a bit like saying...
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon Rangers will get relegated. They lost to Liverpool 7-1.
It's interesting because once upon a time...
At home as well.
We always used to say once upon a time that if Rangers and Celtic were in the Premier League, they'd be fighting at the top. But now...
No, I think they'll be in the Championship.
Interesting one. But so... Do you think that was a fair result, or do you think that a draw would have been a fair result?
I think a draw would have been a fair result, but I think Arsenal deserved it at the end. I think they were running them off the park, really.
And you're not complaining because you got a point.
Yeah, I got a point.
Last game. No, it's not the last game. Everton 1, Manchester United 2. What are you feeling about this? Because you predicted it to be 3-1 to United, and I predicted 2-1 to United. So I actually got 2 points for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll grab another one there then.
You're good at maths, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. Anyway.
Ronaldo 700 club goals.
Set that.
Massive.
That is some goals, isn't it?
The goal scoring Haaland, until he's Ronaldo's age, providing he stays fit, has to score 45 goals a season to break Ronaldo's record.
Stato here again. I don't know where he gets this from, but yeah, I mean, that is some record, isn't it? Set by Ronaldo. I mean, is he going to stay at United? Should he go at Christmas? What do you reckon?
I think he was rumoured going to Arsenal, wasn't he?
He won't go to Arsenal. He
was rumoured going to Arsenal, Chelsea. He'll go Chelsea.
We'll see.
Mr. American.
But there we are. Everton 1, Manchester United 2. I got the score prediction right there. You got a point. I got 2 points. Last game of the week was last Sunday, and it was, where are we? Let's get this up here. Nottingham Forest 1, Aston Villa 1. Was it much of a game? No?
No. It was a bit passing and stuff. I think Nottingham Forest spent too much money, but to try and survive, it's going to be really difficult. And I'm gonna be really annoyed when we go back to do our later season results and Nottingham Forest being relegated.
You predicted 2-1 to Villa.
And then they're in the mud
and I
because all their players are going.
2-0 to Villa. So at the end of that this week, you got 5 points. I got 7 points. 2 more points above you again, which puts so far the running total 44 points for Zacharuni, 52 points for me. So you've got a bit of catching up to do, Zach.
Oh, I will this week.
You have got a bit of catching up to do.
This week I will, because you have had some random sessions.
Guys at home, if you're following along with us, how are you doing? Get in contact with us. Put in the comments there. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah.
So let's move on to week 11, shall we? Get rid of that hide. No, what are you doing? You're pressing the wrong button here. You got to press hide and it goes. Let's see. Right,
Whoa.
Moving on to this week then, swiftly. We've got the week 11 predictions here in front of us. And first game is this evening in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes time.
So we'll be watching that.
It's Brentford versus Brighton. What's your score prediction for that?
Well, Brentford are going to get pummeled 3-1. I think Brighton are too good for them.
I am going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I said that we were unlucky against Newcastle, and I don't know where the points are going to come from in the next 5 games. Next Wednesday evening, we've got Chelsea at home. We have to perform against Brighton, and our midfield.
Well, you've proven you can beat the big clubs this season.
Yes, but
you've beaten United 4-0 when they're.
But our midfield at the minute is shocking. Norgard is out. And
De Silva's playing all right, though, isn't he?
Well, he's hit and miss. He is a bit hit and miss. We have to put performance on the pitch here now. Raya is like, we've just heard Thomas Frank on the telly there talking, saying that we've got to put a performance out there. Raya is, he's got to start performing a little bit better. He can't make the mistakes that he did against Newcastle. I was going to go 1-0 to Brighton, but I think that we could possibly, and I'm fingers crossed here. I'll try and cross my fingers. I'm getting older, can't do it. There we are. I'm going to say 1-1.
Yeah, but here's my difference.
Grab a point.
If you were a Crystal Palace fan, what would your predictions be? But
I'm not a Crystal Palace fan.
Yeah, but if you were.
If I was, I wouldn't be predicting it.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm going to say 1-1. So you're saying 3-1 to Brighton. I'm going to say 1-1 to Brentford. I mean, Brighton have got.
I hope Brighton win by that much, but I don't, because I don't want you crying next video.
Two teams that both lost last
week.
So
next game, Leicester are facing Crystal Palace at home. How do you think it's going to get on?
I'm going to say it's going to be 2-0 to Crystal Palace. That's my prediction. Leicester struggling. I don't know how long the manager's going to hold on to his job for. It's a little bit like Liz Truss. I don't know who's going to go first, Liz Truss or the Leicester manager.
Okay.
But 2-0 to Crystal Palace for me.
I'm going the same, but
you're not.
Leicester get a goal.
But Leicester are going to get a goal, so it's not the same.
I think Leicester will score first. and then Palace will score 2 goals in the second half. I think Leicester can score, they just can't keep scoring. 1 goal a game isn't good enough.
What's the third game of the week then, mate?
Wolves, Nottingham Forest. I think this game is going to be quite a weird one. I think it's going to be very, very boring. But Wolves need to get points from somewhere. And can they knock down the Forest?
I think so.
Can they scratch down the trees in the Forest?
Yeah, I think Forest. I just don't. I think they've spent a lot of money, and I think they're going to go down personally. And I think it could be a game where Costa scores a goal.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah,
he hasn't scored a goal, pretty sure, since February last year.
Costa's a bit like coffee, isn't it? You either love it or you don't.
It's Costa Coffee. Is that where you got that from?
Right. Yeah, it's stupid. I do apologise, but you've gone 2-1 to Wolves. I'm going to go for 1-0 for Wolves. I think that Costa will shake the beans, and I think that he will score the goal. The next game, Fulham versus Bournemouth. Fulham at home. What's your score predictions for that one?
I think Fulham, Bournemouth. I think Fulham aren't as good as everyone is seeming them to be. I think Fulham are going to struggle in this one, and Bournemouth and Fulham are going to draw 1-1. I think Bournemouth are a good side, and they keep on picking points out of nowhere. Everyone's like saying, oh my gosh, Bournemouth are rubbish. They're 8th in the league.
I think Fulham will score first.
Yeah.
And I think that it'll end up 1-1. I think it'll be quite a boring game. Not much in it, to be honest with you. A lot of passing, a lot of midfield, and I just don't think there'll be anybody there that can score the crucial goals. So
no.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a 1-1. What's the next game?
Southampton.
No, it's not.
No, it isn't.
It's
Spurs against Everton. Conte's playing really boring football, but somehow they're getting the points. That's what Spurs fans are saying. I haven't watched Spurs because they're really boring.
You reckon?
Yeah, their football is so boring.
Well, they've probably got the most boring person up front for them.
No, Harry Kane's good.
Yeah, it is if you like people that talk like that just talk rubbish and they say that they're good, but they're really not that brilliant.
He's good.
They can score the
He's
penalty
good.
and all that lot.
And then you got Son. I think he's not scored as many goals as what he should do. But you've gone for a 2-1 result.
I think Son might not start. And I think he'll come on and he might score 2 later on.
I'm going to say 3-1. I reckon that Kane will score 1. And I reckon that Son will score 2.
Oh, he's rubbish, isn't he, Harry Kane?
For the simple fact that I don't know any other Spurs players. So I'm just going to say that those two is going to score some goals. Southampton versus West of the Ham. You've gone for West Ham 2, Southampton 1. Tell me for why, young boy.
I don't know why. I just got a feeling. I think West Ham need to get some points. Otherwise, they might finish quite low down this year. I think it's going to be games like this that they're going to have to do it. I think it's going to be a really end-to-end game. I feel like just at late stages, there's going to be a late winner. Maybe Declan Rice or someone.
I've gone for 2-1 as well. I think that West Ham are going to get hat-trick, 3 out of 3. I think that they don't deserve... They're not a team that are down in the relegation area, and I think that they're going to start clawing themselves out of it. So I reckon that they're going to win 2-1. I agree with you on that one.
Okay.
Next game, Manchester United versus Newcastle.
This is going to be an amazing game. United, I think to go to United when they're on form and win is quite hard. But I think Newcastle, at the minute, are one of the best teams in England. Well, they haven't lost many games. I don't think they've lost a game yet. They might have. Not too sure. But they've proven they can score. They're below City for the highest goal scorers. Goal scoring. I think it's going to be 2-2. I think Anthony's going to get a goal for United. Almiron's going to get 1 or 2 maybe. And I think that there's going to be a late equaliser from Ronaldo.
I'm going to say...
Because he's got proof to point Ronaldo.
I'm going to say that I reckon that it's going to be 1-1. I don't think there's going to be that many goals. I think it's going to be an end-to-end game. I think it's going to be a battle of the Titans, to be fair, because it all depends on how Man United turn up on the day. It truly does, because
Yeah.
we've seen that Man United can play well, and we've seen that they can be playing against Man City and getting absolutely thumped.
And Brentford.
Yeah. But I think Newcastle will still be going to United on a high from a 5-1 win last week. They did play well.
Yeah.
They did play
They're
well.
a good team.
So I just think that there's going to be a goal scored on either side. I don't know who's going to score the goals, but I think that it will end up being a draw. I think that they'll just counterbalance one another out, and it'll be a 1-1 draw for me.
Next game, Leeds face Arsenal. I think Arsenal are just going to beat them. I think Leeds will score, maybe first or second or something. I think at some point Leeds are going to think they might be able to win it, and then it will just snap away like that.
I, at one stage, was going to put down 2-1 to Leeds for this. I can see a shock in this game, and I should go with my gut instinct, but I'm not.
Well, I want Leeds to win.
Because, yeah, you do, because you're a Man City fan. But
do you think Arsenal can go all the way?
No, I don't. I think at some point, and I still think, and I know this is going to sound silly, and people comment here now if you feel that I'm talking utter gibberish, I still think at some point Liverpool can catch up and take second place. I still think that Arsenal can lose it. So they need to start losing some points, and I can see.
Yeah, they do.
I can see Leeds winning 2-1 here, but for some reason, I'm going to go 3-1 with Arsenal, because I'm following you and I'm following my gut instinct. At this moment in time, Arsenal are one of the best teams in the Premier League.
Here's the thing that some people are saying.
Stan, go towards the
do
camera.
You
bit,
think
out of the light?
Do you think?
Yeah.
That Manchester City can go invincible this year?
No.
Well, who can beat them?
The mighty Brentford. Well, last year, Brentford took the point off Liverpool that stopped them winning the Premier League. And I think that this year,
but
Brentford could take the points off of Man City.
Yeah.
They're gonna take Haaland out. He's no comparison to Aya. Raya in goal. He won't get past.
But do you think that Liverpool last year are as good as City this year?
Liverpool.
Speaking
say,
City,
say again.
You think Liverpool last year are good as City this year?
Do I think that Liverpool this year are as
last
good
year.
as last year? Do I think Liverpool last year are as good as City this year? No.
Of course they aren't.
So what are you getting from?
How do you think Brentford are going to beat them then?
Because I just think we will. I've got a gut instinct. But there we are. Anyway, whereabouts are we? I'm lost here.
Aston Villa facing Chelsea. I'm going Villa 1, Chelsea 4, and Steven Gerrard to get the sack.
I thought he was going to say Steven Gerrard was going to score a goal.
I think he's getting the sack.
You reckon?
I don't think Villa fans are patient enough.
Once upon a time, I thought that he was going to be the next Liverpool manager, but I don't think he will be. I can't see
Klopp
Liverpool.
might go this year.
Well, he's on that year, isn't he? Every 7 years as a manager, he messes
up. It's his 8th
up.
year.
It's his 7th year.
His 8th year.
Is it? Well, I'll be told it was his 7th. But
yeah, 7 years and over or something like that.
But you've gone 4-1 to Chelsea. I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea. I don't think Villa are even going to score a goal, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be an easy game for Chelsea. I think it's going to be 2-0. It could be 3, 4, 5-0, but I think it's going to be just the 2.
So now we are moving on to Game of the Week.
This is the game of the week that me and Zacharuni have
is it
picked.
though? Is it though?
I think it's going to be a cracking game.
Is it still competitive? City have Erling Haaland. I rest my case. That's all I need to say.
I can't argue with that. And you've put down Man City 4, Liverpool 1.
Yeah.
Name me a team, the last team to go to Anfield and put 4 past Liverpool.
Aston Villa 7-2.
That's a good shout. But that was a freak game, wasn't it?
Well, they still beat them 7-2.
The way the Premiership goes, I cannot see Liverpool staying where they are now. And I said this last week against Arsenal when I thought we was going to beat they were going to beat Arsenal.
Well, can you now? Luis Diaz is injured.
Yes, true.
Luis Diaz is now injured. Who are you playing on the left-hand side? Exactly.
I don't know. But
So we're going to put who's only scoring? Luis Diaz. Who's the best player this season? Luis Diaz. Who are Liverpool missing? Sadio Mane. Who's replaced his position? Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is their best player of the position. I've just confused you.
no,
All
you
of
haven't.
you.
You haven't confused me because I totally agree with what you're saying there. I just think at some point Liverpool are going to pick up points.
And it's not going to be against City,
And
is
the way
it?
the Premiership goes, I can see City come into Liverpool and I can see a Trent Alexander-Arnold goal and a Mo Salah go, and I can see it being 2-1 to Liverpool.
Well,
And I think that Liverpool could pick up, that's 3 points they'll pick up.
Well, okay, here. Are Liverpool's backline good enough to hold off Erling Haaland? Trent is going to run rings around. Foden's going to run rings around Trent.
Didn't Aston Villa draw with Man City this season?
Yeah, but...
And would you say that Liverpool's back four is better than Aston Villa's back four?
Yeah, but Haaland's...
And that's the thing. It all depends on the day. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I wouldn't. I'm just saying that sometimes in football, you get freak results. And I think that Liverpool were unlucky against Arsenal last week. And I think that will put the fire in their belly to get out there. They beat Rangers 7-1. That's going to give them a little bit more determination. And they're home to Man City.
Yeah,
I think that they can do Man City.
Should it be Liverpool? Should it be a freak result then beating City?
We'll see.
Shouldn't.
We'll see. But there we are, guys. That's 26 minutes in.
Yeah.
I've got to go because the Brentford game's coming on and I want to see what the lineup is.
I think Henry's starting and on the anchor.
If you've liked what you've seen here today and it's the first time you've watched this, please like and subscribe. Please tell other fellow football enthusiasts. If you think that we've been talking utter bugger rubbish today, put it in the comments. If you would like to predict a score, put it in the comments. If you think that Liverpool versus Man City isn't the game of the week and you would like to put your game of the week down and put a score in, put it in the comments.
United Newcastle's there, isn't it?
Play along with us. See how many points you can get. Remember, it's 2 points for a win, for a correct result. It's 1 point for It's 2 points for the correct score, 1 point for the correct result.
But we have an announcement.
Go on.
Officially, we are going to start live streaming on this channel right here, aren't we?
We are, but there is a problem. Coming up very, very soon, we're going to be going away to Manchester for a week's holiday. So there is going to be a time coming up soon where we're not even going to be here for the week. So
there might be some shorts. You never know.
And next week, we're going to have to do an extra video because there's midweek games next week.
Oh, no. I hate midweek games.
So we're going to...
They're cool, though.
Next week, we might be here probably Sunday and Monday, perhaps next week. So watch this space, guys. Stay safe, stay classy, look after yourself. And
see ya.
Zach, be off with you.